let's see, I just reset this live. We're having technical difficulty. What? Y'all greeting inventory up for an event or for something? What are you talking about, Dusty? Hello, Sean. This feels like yesterday. Yeah, Katie, still on the chessboards because these have little drawers and everything like that. So I had to do a lot of internal workings under here, making drawer slides, getting some hardware that would work to push the drawers out to grab them, so that there doesn't have to be handles or anything. It's kind of it'll fit any style. So now I'm just making sure that all these drawers work really easy. They don't get hung up anywhere. See, there's a little. So I'm doing everything I can with them to see. There's little adjustments I can make with the sander. Daniela, hello. Thank you for joining us. Or to say, me, the lovely, incomparable partner of mine is not here tonight. but she's here to. So watch yourself. Thank you, Mr. Rick. So I'm patching these little teeny holes from a 23 gauge nailer. I keep hearing shit. Like what? Where are they now? Thoughts on silicone versus wood glue? Never used silicone as a glue for wood, so I don't know what to tell you about that. Thoughts on versus wood glue 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, again, never used silicone to actually glue anything. To seal something that has been glued before, maybe, but not on wood. TikTok taught me to painter's tape, then nail, filler, then pill tape. Yeah, you really don't have to do that. Save your tape. Just do like this. Where's the holes? This is a tape-free environment. And whatever works. I'm just joking around, actually. All right. Put the weights in for the test. So I'm just finishing these up, building them so that I can start applying finish to them. Since I want them to always be nice and flat and never move or anything like that, because, you know, with temperatures and things like that, wood will tend to move. I'm going to finish underneath here too. Hey, Garrett, what's happening? Basically, I want to see a magic trick. Yeah, right. Did you see that? You're going to see it again here in a second. Dusty, don't worry. The hard of hearing don't care if you yell. And that's me. What do you think about these, Garrett? I like the black one is my favorite so far. Okay, here we're gonna go again. Magic trick, okay? No tape. We got a hole here. And we got a hole here. We're gonna make my holes disappear. Gone. Going, gone. Thank you, J Mad Dog. Yeah, I was thinking about, like, you know, what type of handles would I put on here, but that kind of locks you into a style. So right now, everything that's on this, it's just wood. It's just gonna have a clear coat to show the beauty of the wood, and that's it. So somebody could really add their own style to it. If you wanted your own little drawer pulls or something like that. Whatever you want. What are you guys doing in here? Hello, Honeybee Rescue. Yes, I do try to, as much as possible, wear protective gear, especially breathing, because it's already dusty a little bit, but I don't have my fan on today, so if it's not blowing it away from me, I definitely make sure I'm wearing it all the time. And if you really do a honeybee rescue, awesome for you. We need bees. Dusty, I got no poplar up here, buddy. It's all, this is all maple, bird's eye maple. I got a little bit of cherry on here. I got other types of wood, Purple Heart and bird's eye maple, but no poplar. Milton, Jack, hello. Yeah, I've been a custom cabinet maker for the past 24 years. This is my shop here that I now just do more creative things, I guess I should say. Doing kitchens, Dream Kitchens was creative, but I'd rather just do something I want to do instead of always having to work inside the box. Double pun. Thank you, Dale. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words. Okay. All right, now we got the weight test. I'm just testing out each individual drawer to make sure that it's good to push itself out once somebody puts their pieces in here. Milton, really? Thank you. Jack was asking what Titebond would you recommend for cabinets. Building cabinets, I always use Titebond too. I don't know what you were talking about with silicone, but always use this. If it's something that is gonna be outdoors or have a lot of moisture on it, I'm gonna use Titebond 3, the waterproof stuff. Yeah, I see Dusty celebrating, so he must be happy that I finally got it. You know, us cabinet makers, we can build anything and dream up anything and see it 3D in our head, but sometimes the easiest things, I'm like, what? All right. So you guys are just hanging out. This is like normally what I would just be doing in my shop. good. We got 6 of these total. So I did already finish sand these once, but they sat in my shop while I did other things to them, unfinished. Without any sealer on them, if you don't know what that means. And it's always a good time, a good thing, I should say, to refinish sand, because just in a overnight or the next day or in a few days or in a week, your grain will raise and it will not be as smooth as it is right now, fresh from the sander. So when I go to finish these tomorrow, if it doesn't feel like glass like it does now, I'll be sanding them again. I finish sand them with 180 grit sandpaper. Dusty says, brilliant! Yeah, so you got the little center drawer in there. You see? And did I put them on here? I did. So it was a toss-up if I mounted the hardware, because I got 2 extra screws. So I'm going to put this one over here with the other one. Milton. What's your question, Milton? Jason, oh, you missed the couch. I'm telling you, I just sold it right before you came here. That's a damn smooth drawer. Now, nicely done. Can you show the catch mechanism underneath? Sure. It's just a push latch. Here. Let's see if we can zoom in. I don't think we can zoom in, can we? Oh, look, we can. That's cool. Just learned that. Thanks, Milton. Oh, wait. I'm trying to lower you guys here on the tripod so you can see. It's just simple push latches. See? So it's got this piece here that catches this magnet. So when I push the drawer in, you have to push it to push out. It's the weight is on the wrong spot for right now, but I haven't even waxed up these drawer slides yet, because I just made the drawer slides out of maple. I made everything is good hardwood. Everything's maple, besides the cherry, Padauk, and Wenge. And so once I actually put some oh, that's why that other one came out. I forgot I had my weight test. No wonder it didn't want to move. So let's go back down here. So now it can be like this. I am zoomed out, Lady Barbara. Okay, see? And then you can just grab your drawer and open it. Like I said, I wanted to make them without a handle so that you could really have your own style. Sometimes, you know, if it's the wrong finish or wrong style, you won't just like it as much as you would had you put your own thing on it, if you want. Okay, I'm gonna go put these over here. Inset the bottoms for the bottoms there, so it's one seal unit. The only thing that will come out is the drawers. Then I'll start putting the thank you, Camp and Sew. I appreciate that. I got a few more of these over here. I kind of do a little bit of everything. Yeah, Dusty's awesome. Mikachu, what's happening? Laura, have you ever made one of these as wall art? They're so beautifully displayed. I have not. This is actually the first chessboards I've ever made in my life. But I've also been building my whole life. So I didn't buy any plans. I came up with my own plans, my own dimensions. So you guys are just here along for the ride while I get these ready to put lacquer on tomorrow. And I'm gonna close up the bottoms. There's gonna be a panel in here. I'm also going to add some feet to each one, so it's not just sitting flat, because it's kind of be difficult to pick up. And I think it just adds a little extra to it. All right, I got all my holes. Oh, don't. So what do you guys? I've been keep on doing and showing you guys the little trick of I got a pinhole here that I need to fill in a pinhole here, but I want it to completely disappear. Lisa, thank you so much. I want it to completely disappear, so I'm using glue, Titebond 2, because it dries fast, and it has an excellent glue bond. Just put those in the holes. Throw on my respirator, and we'll sand that. And when I'm sanding different types of wood, I make sure I start sanding the color of the wood first that I would like to cover the hole in, because you don't want to, if I have let's say I have maple and I'm sanding something that's black or orange, it's going to make the sawdust that goes in there initially that color. So I'll start sanding on the orange first before I go over to these holes. Thank you for the hi, Bear. Laura. Milton, your kitchen install is catalog worthy. Front page, attention to detail is amazing. Thank you. And it is, right? Like, I see the kitchens that I built and I'm like, wow, I did that. Like, I'm still amazed. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Milton Jack. And any questions that you ever have about cabinetry or whatever, feel free to ask me. I'm definitely very interactive. Sandy Lee, how you doing? How are you guys doing out there? Terry, maybe a mixture of wax, tongue oil, microbead powder make a good drawer slide, super smooth. Yeah, and I also, these are solid maple. One side, the drawer itself will be lacquered, and then the rest is going to be a nice beeswax in there. I do appreciate the suggestion. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Nathaniel, what's happening? Open-minded male, I do not make the chess pieces. That would just take me way too long, and then I might as well keep it because it would be way too expensive. Disappear. The holes disappear when you do that. use a block sander. Yeah, no. Wheels 82. Joe, what would you use besides wood glue when you're putting two boards together side by side? You might be able to use epoxy, but that's going to have a whole, you're going to need a whole lot of it. I would definitely use wood glue. And I would use, if it's going to be any moisture around it at all, use the Titebond 3. And otherwise, I would use the Titebond 2. And you can also biscuit that or domino that together, which you should do, especially if you're joining two big like pieces of plywood or something like that. Let's see. Recommendations for stain color for mahogany. JW Martin. Mikachu is right as far as my preference would be just to give it a clear. It's beautiful when it's got a clear. I'm good, Sandy Lee D. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys are here. Let's see. Why were the pinholes in the drawer? Great question, Baba Wawa. That's hilarious too, Baba Wawa. So the pinholes were there because I put these drawers in, right? And the clearance between the drawer hole and the drawer face itself is so minute that I wanted to make sure that I got, I had to put the drawer fronts onto the drawer that way. So I put glue on them, set the drawer right where it should be, put the drawer front on, shimmed it up a little bit so the reveal was perfect all the way around, and then I shot them on. I really didn't see any other way of doing it without a big hassle, because usually I would screw a drawer front on from the inside, but this was not happening like that, so that's why. Yes, Rob Dunham, I definitely can, and thank you, Latrell. I definitely can show you this because I'm about to do it again. So there's the holes. You see them? They're really tiny. They're 23 gauge pin nails. That's what I use to shoot the faces on. There's one, there's two. All you need to do is take some glue and rub it in the hole, and then sand, whether you have a hand sander or you have an orbital sander, whatever you have, sand over it, and then the sawdust from that sanding will stick to that glue and fill up that hole, and then makes your hole pretty much disappear. If you're sanding different colors at the same time, you need to be careful with that because it might put a different color into the hole of the other type of wood and maybe stand out. Baba Wawa, you're very welcome. Are there squares, veneer, or solid wood? These squares are all solid wood. Solid all the way through. So what I did was I created these chessboard tops first, and then I created these bodies around it because I didn't want to just make the boards. I wanted to also make piece storage because it's all inclusive. You could just pick it up and go to your friend's house and whoop that ass in chess, right? Okay. Sorry, guys. I like Reverend Ron. Thank you so much. Thank you. And you're welcome, Rob. So this wood is called Padauk. It's going to turn a real fiery red when it's got a clear on it. And Lady Barbara, I think we're good. How did you do the push magnets? Latrell wants to know the push magnets. So what I did was I mounted them to a block, a 3/4 block, to kind of raise them up. Since this is the top of the drawer, right, and this is the bottom of the drawer, I wanted to make sure that they were able to kind of push in the center of the drawer. And you can see it's pretty good where I mounted these, and that corresponds right with where these are at. So I mounted these push latches first to this block, and then I centered it this way, and glued and shot them in there. So this is solid. Everything here is solid. You would really have to try to break this. Laura, I have been doing woodworking professionally as a custom cabinet maker, finished carpenter for the past 24 years. And other than that, I have been building my entire life. And it's the whole reason that I'm here on TikTok isn't to build chessboards, but it's to share what I make and help everybody out there grow their skills in whatever it may be that we're covering at the time. Thank you, Laura, for the pizza. I am hungry, so that's really awesome. What time zone am I in? I am in Pacific Standard Time. I am in California. Banklimer, yes, you can have have one for a fee. Mr. Pool Guy, I'm not exactly sure yet because I'm not done, so I'm not exactly sure of the price. They will be on my Shopify that's on my page when they're finished, and they're going to be in the neighborhood of 4 to 5.5. JW, yes, I am. I made 6 boards. I've got a few over there, one here, and a couple on the table. And yes, I am making these for sale. I've actually never even played chess. I know how to play checkers. That's it. Okay, watch out, buddy. All right, so this trick again. Oh, we already did that side. Well, I guess it's not really a trick at all, is it? I mean, it's just a thing to do. You just, if you want to get rid of nail holes on something, they're tiny. See it? Put glue in it and sand around it. That's basically all you do. I mean, you sand over it too, but you sand over and on and around, and it disappears. And as somebody pointed out, it's good to wear breathing protection. So I filled these holes, right? And now do you see any holes on there? They basically disappear when you do that because you filled the hole with the same wood that you made the hole in. Of the sand pad off of the sander, I usually fold it in half because these are the stick ones, and then I save it for times like this so I don't have to sacrifice an entire piece for just a hand sandpaper. And the way that I did these drawers, when I did the drawers, I made this edge here stick up just a hair more than this so that it just had a small, about a 1/4 inch rail to ride on. I also bullnosed these so they didn't get caught up in the L shape of the drawer slide that I made out of wood. Let's see. Right. Now I'm just going to finish sand the top, and then this one is ready to get finished underneath with the lacquer, which I'll be doing that tomorrow. Alright, now this one is the Padauk and Purple Heart and Bird's Eye Maple. Do you mind elaborating on your paid show? When and how much? Interested? Paid show. Shopify? Milton, if you'd like to order one of these, pre-order it. Feel free to message me or email me, and I don't mind pre-selling them. I mean, I don't know if they're even going to make it to the Shopify, to tell you the truth. But yeah, the Shopify, see, I feel something. This is why you always make sure that you go over the sanding and feel it. Don't just look, feel it. You feel anything? Sand it out. Feel a little something here. What I do is I keep my sander moving so that I don't have a groove in there where I was sanding. Kind of can feather things out, but you don't have to feather them out if you don't just stop with your sander. That one's ready for the let's get finished pile. All the drawers work great. Click in, click out. Rooster, do y'all make custom mount boards or decorative tree sections? Send me what you would like and I can tell you if we can make it or not. I can basically make anything. Let's see, sorry, somebody's had I was a beginner. Craig, I'm a beginner. Is it important to sand with the grain or not necessarily? If you're using a random orbit sander, it's not as important, but you should always be in the habit of sanding with the grain. If you have grains going opposing ways for some reason on something, you got to do what you got to do. But hand sanding, like with a paper like this, definitely go with the grain. Orbital, you can go a little bit around, but good rule of thumb is always go with the grain. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. Like, I do really make a lot of different stuff. Like I said, I've been making kitchens. I have a couple of my kitchens there on my page. But yeah, thank you. I just love to build things. Let's see who we got here. Milton, are the grains from the Purple Heart cross grain from the Bird's Eye? No, they are not. The grain is all going this way. But the only thing that is cross grained is the little orange lines in between. Right? Because I have them going this way and this way. Okay. If you guys have project questions or anything like that, you can always email me or ask me here. Onion burgers price, these are about between 4 and 5.5 when they're done. They're not done yet. They should be done in a few days, hopefully, and they will be on my Shopify if they make it. And I mean if they make it, because people are like, hey, I want to buy that already. Yeah, Mikachu. I can't wait to see this whole board. And then what about this one? This one's gonna be coming out crazy good. Watch. Because this black Wenge here just turned such a dark color, and it's got the purple with the Wenge all between it. This is gonna have to be my favorite one. But it's not really like I need something else in my house. I mean, even though I did build it. John Veeder, I don't know, I really like cherry wood and maple. Why? They smell good when you cut them and work with them. Maple hardwood, when you sand it like through the drum sander or it gets any heat to it, even if you're using a router, smells like maple syrup. And I love maple syrup, so that's one reason. Cherry is just beautiful. And I don't mind the photosensitivity of it, because some woods like cherry, when you set in the sunlight, will darken. Or if you have a really sunlit room, they'll darken. Tom the Carpenter, hey, thank you. So I'm not sure if you guys noticed that I set these things up on sticks. And that is because they are hardwoods. This is not a house, this is a shop. It is susceptible to changes in temperature as well as changes in humidity and moisture. So anything that's hardwood, that's wider than just a rip of wood, I would put on a sticker. That's usually called a sticker, to raise it up so that the airflow can get to it all at the same time. So if humidity comes into my shop while I'm away, it can touch the entire board, so it can move together if it moves at all, rather than if I set those down, I could get some bowing or cupping going along. The wood might move, so I really want to avoid that as much as possible. These chessboards are dead flat. Misty, how you doing, Misty? Good to see you. Motions, thank you so much. Hope that I said that right. I like camphor wood. Smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. You know what? I've never smelled that, but I do know what camphor is, so I bet that smells good. I like Vapor Rub too. Misty, thank you so much. You're our #1 gifter on here. I appreciate you being here and what you do for us. Ken, the partner in crime, is stalking you guys in the comments. She's not here this evening. I've been here every day after my normal job for the past 2 weeks and on Saturday and Sunday working on these boards. So, at some point we have to tap out, right? Okay, this is the one where the other 2 screws are missing. Okay. So this is usually what I do in my shop. My dog just hangs out wherever he's at. Oh, he's over here watching a cricket. Check him out. Milton Jack, my normal job now, I just closed my cabinet shop. He's over there watching a cricket that's by the bathroom. So I closed my cabinet shop because the people that I bought hardwoods, plywoods, all my hardware, everything I've used to build over the last 24 years offered me a job to be one of their salespeople. So, I go around and I talk to other cabinet makers and contractors and finish carpenters and things like that, and I can help them with the materials that they need. Plus, I know all about hardware. People come in and ask me hardware questions, drawer slides, hinges, things like that, because I know the answer. You can just ask me and I can tell you the answer rather than you looking all over Google and not finding what you're looking for. So again, what I'm doing here is fine-tuning these things. I'm also patching holes that are in the wood just by using a little glue and sanding over them. Oh, look at Lady Barbara is asking everybody to send some love and tap the screen. That's a great idea, Barbara. Tucker, I do, but they're not on there just yet. They'll be on my Shopify. There's a link to it on my page. Thank you, Ninja Turtles. You know I love me some Ninja Turtles. I'd have to say I'm more of a Wario on like Mario Kart. But who doesn't like a good, Donatello? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to route this one. I had to cut these two down. Drawers were just a little too tall, so you can see the marks from the saw, and then they're square, and I need to round them. So I'll throw the router on them real quick. If you're using a router, or you're new to a router, or if you're old to a router, always make sure you don't plug it in until you're ready to use it. Because shit happens, you're right. Oh, there's my glasses. Almost done, buddy. The dog already wants to go home, he's over it. Okay, and hold on to your router when you plug it in. Just in case. Mikachu, no, it's not really that loud, and he's not too gun shy. He's a trooper. I've seen a guy's belt sander start up and fly across the room. Reverend Robert says, funny, but funny now. So I worked with a guy one time at a cabinet shop that I started in that said he could ride a belt sander across the shop, and I was like, yeah, right. Let's see it. So he really did get on that damn thing and ride it with his feet and his butt, everything. Let's see. Who's got a question? Uncle Tony's Workshop. I'm looking for tight joint fasteners in bolt. What kind of fasteners, Uncle Tony? And you could definitely check Mac Pacific, M-A-C, Mac-Pac, M-A-C-P-A-C. If you need contact info for the rep, they're in California. They ship, so they should be able to send you whatever you need. If you need contact info for the rep, let me know. If you need fasteners or whatever, I know who you should call. Well, user 323385, what's the weirdest thing I built? I don't know if it's weird, but the most different thing I built was a hidden safe room. Yeah, Grass might have it. Check Fastenal. Eps. Yes, these are drawers for the chessboards that I made. These are upside down right now, but I just installed some push latches so that you could take the drawers out and push them back in where they lock, but not have to have necessarily any hardware like a door pull or anything, or knob, you know what I mean? So you're not really locked into a style. You could be whatever you want, whether you choose to put one on or not. So for these drawers, I just made some drawer sides and inset the bottoms with some half-inch solid maple. Everything on these boards is solid lumber. Even the drawer slides themselves. The only thing that is not lumber is the two push latches that are on each one. Okay, now that those are attached to the back of the drawers, they'll grab onto the magnetic touch latches, or push latches, I should say. And I marked where each one of these goes. I'm just going to check for fit, make sure everything works good. Got to have the quality control, right? Thank you guys that are here for being here. I'm just working. There we go. Trying to open it different kind of ways so that I know that when you go to open it, if you buy this from me, that you have a nice, nice moving drawer. So I put weight in it to test them. And I will be putting a little crushed velvet on the bottom so that your nice little pieces can stay nice little pieces. Oh, see, there's a catch spot. And I feel it. It's right at the bottom here. I think it's all good, but just for fun, I'm going to sand down the middle a little bit. Right. Break this edge. So this is another one of those that had holes in it that I just patched up. You can't see them really. They kind of disappear. So do the other one. I already did the other one. So I'm just going to sand the body of this and then we're going to be done because you know what, you guys? My phone's about to die. So thank you. No, my compressor is kind of in another room. It's over there where this big, tall piece of cardboard is. So I closed it so it's not so loud in here when we're on a live. Thank you guys for being here. I'll be back tomorrow, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it.